We're going to continue playing Assassin's Creed because we have to beat this game soon. Very, very soon. Like, I have to return it, because I'm only renting it. Have to return it by Tuesday. Because we have an absolutely stacked set of games coming out. We have Super Mario Wonder. We have Marvel Spider-Man 2. We have City Skylines 2. We have the Metal Gear Solid Collection. We have the new Star Trek game. And I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting one or two other ones in there. So there is a whole bunch of games coming out. Absolutely stacked. So I want to rent some of those, which means I need to return this one so I can rent the next games in the series. I don't know what I'm going to grab next. I'm thinking I'm going to rent Super Mario Wonder, because I just don't think that game's going to be worth buying. Bubbles here! I'm right in the middle of Gravity Girl and Angry Explosion Guy. So we convinced Bubble to start watching My Hero Academia. And Bubble is in Season 2, sounds like the tournament arc. So that's Uraraka versus Bakugo. That is a wonderful match with some unexpected great commentary in it. It is a good one. So I'm so excited. My Hero Academia is one of those shows that I wish I could experience again for the first time. In fact, I love My Hero Academia so much that I have considered doing like a let's watch, kind of explain the show, talk about some of the little secrets, the little things about the show. Because there's like so many people who never gave it an honest chance because there's all the kids who go online and complain like, oh, Deku cries too much, this anime sucks. And then because it got really popular, you have all the kids who have to be contrarians, right? Like, oh, My Hero Academia is popular, so I can't possibly like it because I don't like popular anime. So it got an unnecessary bad rap. It is well written, great art, a lot of fun. So it's one of the few shows I've considered actually doing like a YouTube series of walking through and talking about all the stuff, because there's tons of like little hidden secrets, because the manga writer loves his references. So there's like Star Wars and Marvel and a whole bunch of references in there, and just so much cool stuff that you wouldn't know until you've watched it all the way through. I'm horrible at names. It took me a while to learn the names too, but those two get a lot of screen time, so you'll learn them. Bakugo and Uraraka. That is a great fight. Not the best of Season 2. I'm trying to think of all the fights in Season 2, and I can think of one or two others that I usually go back and watch, but Season 4. Just wait for Season 4. Season 3, there's a couple good things in there. But Season 4, once you reach Season 4, you're going to be just mind blown at what happens. Because that's where you get to meet Mirio and Overhaul.
No one good to linger on things that do not exist. This is real.
Oh, it's so good. I'll be watching. Yeah, at this rate, so you finished what season? You started Season 1 yesterday, you're midway through Season 2 today, so at this rate you'll catch up by the end of the week. By Sunday, you're gonna be on Season 5 or 6. That's what I'm saying, it really is really good, and a lot of people just didn't give it a fair chance because there was so much controversy. Now, I will say that there's a few things I highly disagree with the artist on. There's some stuff that personally I feel is almost unforgivable. The big one is Invisible Girl. There was quite a lot of scandal because he did a drawing of her where you could actually see her, but she wasn't wearing clothes, and that's supposed to be like, a 15, 16-year-old girl. Little creepy, dude. But also, I don't understand why Invisible Girl has to be naked for her power to even work. Like, he's worked so many times with other people's quirks saying that the tech people figured out a way to make their quirk work with like their hair or other things so they can wear a suit. There's just is absolutely no reason why she can't wear some sort of costume. It's just really, really creepy fan service, and I definitely don't buy any excuse he's given us for that. So that would be my major complaint, is it's completely unnecessary. My other complaint is Grape Rush. I know you've met Mineta a few times already. He's just not necessary. Anime always bringing out the creep. Exactly. I get that there are certain tropes, and I understand Mineta fills that perverted, creepy role. And I understand, again, these are supposed to be high school characters, and there are pervy high school boys. I don't contest that, but I don't see what he adds to the story. And I don't see how having to have a teenage girl not wear a costume, I don't see how does that benefit the story. Like, in what way is that actually adding to anything you're writing? I don't think anyone can give me a justifiably good reason for that. I don't think there is one. So, you know, I take issue with that. It's not enough for me to completely drop the anime, but it's definitely a questionable decision that I still question him on. You know, by far not the most outrageous thing in anime. You know, I could list 10 animes that are way worse for way other reasons just off the top of my head. The first one that comes to mind is Goblin Slayer Season 2 is coming out. And I absolutely love Goblin Slayer, but that one has some other problems altogether in it. You know, that's one that I never recommend to anyone. I can't in good conscience recommend Goblin Slayer to anyone. Like, I enjoy the art. I think the story is just an awesome, like, Dungeons and Dragons story. It's simple. I hate goblins, so I'm going to slay the goblins. Like, very, very easy. But the content of it is, I don't even think questionable would be the right word. It's not for everyone. That is for certain. So I'm glad you're liking My Hero Academia, though.
Tardiness is not something the treasurer appreciates.
Alright, we need to eavesdrop on these people, so let's blend in and listen.
Not something we can rush, yes. The treasurer will not be happy.
But yeah, we gotta beat this game, because I'm returning it on Tuesday, and I'm hoping we'll get Super Mario Wonder or Spider-Man 2. I'm really hoping for Wonder. You know, Mario games, I grew up with them. I love Mario games, but they're just,
that woman mentioned the treasure.
they're too easy, and they just don't seem to have a whole lot of replay value for me. Like, there was some great replay value with Mario Maker because there was always something new. I just don't know what they're going to do with Super Mario Wonder that's going to give any sort of replayability. I feel like you're going to play a couple levels and then you're going to get bored of it. And, like, sure, there'll be, like, the speedrunners who will get a whole lot out of it as they try and beat the game as fast as possible. But, you know, I'm not a speedrunner, so that's not really anything for me. And unless they have some sort of level maker, I don't know. It's going to have, like, multiplayer, right? So maybe it'll be fun for playing with random people, like, online or playing with chat or something. I don't know. Elephant Mario. I did see a picture of Elephant Peach today. Apparently, someone said that Bowser's absolutely in love with Elephant Peach, so maybe there'll be something with that.
I will talk to the helper. See what we can do. The treasurer will have to wait for her surprise.
This perfume. The tax collector's letters. I thought it smelled like iron. Was it blood?
You can play with friends online. Yeah, so maybe that'll be fun to do, like, some streams with random people from stream or something like that, but I just don't see it being worth $60. And knowing that, usually I'd say, okay, well, I'll buy it in a couple months when it goes down in price. Well, it's a Mario game, right? It'll be $60 for the next 5 years, and it'll be $100 once the Switch is obsolete, so...
It has a unique scent.
Rose, honey,
Honestly, I'm surprised we're getting Super Mario Wonder, because, like,
blood.
we're obviously getting the Switch 2 or some sort of Switch 2
Iron.
Blood
next generation in the next year or two, and they just released Breath of the Wild 2. They just are releasing Mario. They're not going to have any first-party games to launch on it. They're going to have to do Wii Sports or something.
I think I caught a scent of it.
I just don't think they're going to have any
the Kina,
shocking new first-party sort of
as are many. Curious.
games to release on the Switch 2. Usually it comes with a Mario game or a Legend of Zelda game, so unless there's a good Legend of Zelda game that they haven't announced yet, something that's a return to form, like a 2D
I must not
platformer like the second one, or like the top-down adventure, or maybe something like Majora's Mask, I just don't see them having anything to launch with the new one. It'll go on sale eventually. You got Odyssey for $30 a couple of weeks ago. That is surprising. Nintendo does not often do sales, so that is a good deal. I also saw when I was looking at my game rental stuff, they said that there's another new Mario game, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, coming out that I haven't heard anything about. But there's some sort of Mario Donkey Kong sort of game coming in the next few months. But I've literally seen nothing on that.
Threads, smooth as a camel's buttered bottom. A special for you, Sadiqi.
So I'm excited for that.
I should
If Target had it in stock, you would have gotten for $7. That's pretty awesome.
Longing for the
That's a great deal.
Sadiqi.
I also saw on the rentals that
East on auction.
next month DreamWorks is releasing a Mario Kart knockoff with DreamWorks characters like Shrek and Kung Fu Panda. So that ought to be very interesting. I almost hope that it's good.
Make sure to bring
'Cause,
a
like,
bag of coin.
a hairpin.
I like Mario Kart, but I don't like Mario Kart, so I'd like some competition. I'd like something
Look out for
different, new, good, something like that. So I'm kind of excited for whatever DreamWorks is gonna try and sell to us, but something tells me that it's gonna be pretty bad. They had a $30 off coupon for it, and they price matched to GameStop that had it for $37, so it would have been $7.
here, Kong.
You know me. Come, let us chat.
It's a bummer that they didn't have it in stock. It doesn't surprise me though. Target's kind of had an unimpressive video game section lately.
Treasure.
Like, they used to have decent amount, but now they've just kind of been... I don't know. It just hasn't seemed that great.
It hurts to give precious information for free.
What job do you need?
That didn't stop me from looking for a PS5 from them, though.
Already know what is on my mind, eh? You see, little Finch, the Da'irat al-Mal is not only an important event for the upper class of Kach, but also for thieves.
Did someone take something of yours again?
A precious ceramic saucer. Luca has it. He has always been jealous of me.
We also have the Metal Gear collection coming out in a week.
Could rely on you, little Finch.
So we've got a ton of games to go.
Be right back.
Have you got Tears of the Kingdom for 50? I'm happy you're liking Tears of the Kingdom. I'm happy someone liked Tears of the Kingdom. I sold some of my electronics that I don't need anymore. I'm debating, so Prime Day got me good, unfortunately, this year. I needed a mini holder for all my miniatures, so I got one that was on sale, and then they had a PlayStation 5 SSD, so I needed that. So Prime ate up all of my money, unfortunately. Like, I can't buy anything fun for 2 weeks until the next payday. That's a bummer.
I assume you had
But I sold a couple electronics, so I've got like $50 of fun money. I'm debating, do I buy a game? Do I buy a couple more miniatures for Warhammer or for Rumble Slam?
Must be the stall Kong mentioned.
Um,
Now to find that plate.
I don't know. I don't know which one I want to get. And that's one of my weaknesses, right? Like, oh, I've got money. I've got to spend it right now. Like, I could save it, but I also really want more Warhammer figures, and I really want some more Rumble Slam figures. But I also want to play the Metal Gear Solid collection, so I don't quite know what I'm going to get just yet. But there's quite a few things that I want to get, so we will see. I'm also debating, there's a game called Tabletop Simulator, and apparently some people have put Warhammer in there, so I'm going to see if I can find some people who want to play Warhammer on Tabletop Simulator, because then that means that I can play it here and kind of show it to you guys, and maybe get y'all into the hobby, right? Get some other people addicted to the expensive, wonderful world of Warhammer. Okay, that didn't solve the puzzle. Let's see, what are you looking for? Flip a coin. There's three things. I should save it for games for stream, right? Because like I really want to play Metal Gear Solid on stream. I really want to play Super Mario Wonder on stream. So it's probably going to go towards that. I only get to play Warhammer once every week, if that, right? So like it's not that important, I guess. Alright, that's not working. So we need to find... What is the puzzle we're trying to solve here, exactly? We've got the pots to blow things up, but, like... We can crawl along this. I'm already addicted to Sims. Yeah, that is another expensive hobby. No doubts there. Oh, it's right there. Okay. That's what we're looking for. Alright, back up here. Grab the explosive pot. Wait for the fire to go out. Alright, what do we find in here? We've got assassin tools, a barred door. Open that. Next, we need to get up there. Okay, but what was the point of that? If I could just walk through here, why did I need to blow a hole through a door? I'm guessing I can't just climb this wall. No. Okay. Nothing there. Go up here, but does that do anything for me? No. Okay. Dexter's here. Hello, Dexter. We were just talking about new games coming in. Should I play Marvel Spider-Man 2, or should I get Super Mario Wonder, or the Metal Gear Solid collection? Okay, so I can't jump down with this, so that's not an option. Wonder you won't watch if I play Spider-Man? What do you got against Spider-Man? What's with the Spider-Man hate? Okay, how do we get up there? Okay, can this come out here? Okay, that'll come out here. No hate avoiding spoilers. I guess that's fair. I guess. Okay, so what's this do? Oh, maybe I can reach that wood over there? We move this here. I took off next Friday and Spider-Man 2 will be all that I'm doing. I mean, to be fair,
Now maybe he
how much is there really to spoil? It's a Spider-Man game, right? Like, he's gonna punch some villains, he's gonna fight the Rhino, he's gonna fight the Vulture. Like, it's gonna be Spider-Man. How much they can do that's not gonna be something that you already know that they're gonna do. Your pondering is fruitless. I'm sorry, I don't think they're gonna do anything original with the new Spider-Man game. Don't get me wrong, I'm still hyped for it. The last two games were just awesome, so I'm really hyped for more Spider-Man. I just don't think they're gonna do anything mind-blowing with it, you know? And why would they? They don't need to take risks. The last games have done wonderful, so why would they need to do anything other than what they've already done? Alright. Where are we going here? I have the worst screen glare ever right now. The one downside to Windows. Okay, here we go. We got to the other side. Let's jump down. Alright. Mission done.
Once again. Just the very thing I need to complete my set.
I thought this was yours.
It is now. Anyway, listen close. I was having my usual afternoon tea when I overheard two ladies speaking about an order they fulfilled for the Dairat Al.
Spider-Man 2 could be Peter taking the ESU finals and I would still play it.
Open your eyes to that.
Eastern way.
I agree. Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man Miles Morales earned my
From the east. The auction should be
admiration, so I will play the next one no matter what as well. So I agree with what you're saying. So I guess Super Mario Wonder it is. So we'll see if I can get it from the rental shop. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be buying the Metal Gear collection because, man, I love Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 to the least. But I've been dying to play number 3 again and number 1 again. So I'm going to be playing through all those. And I'm going to have so much time to just sit here and play through them. And there are so many like fun little secrets in all those games. I can't wait to talk about all of them, explore all of them. Like in Metal Gear 2, if you, at the very start of the planter mission, if you shoot enough birds, your girlfriend will get mad at you and then you're not allowed to save the game anymore until you apologize to her for shooting the birds. Little things like that are just amazing little details.
Listen to your heart's desire and purchase what God has shown us. It brings me great joy to welcome all of you esteemed individuals to our annual Dairat Al Mal. First on our exclusive exclusive, captivating list of exotic odds and ends.
Yes, yay, lots and lots of time.
Statue from India, made of ivory and crafted by the finest artisans. It will be a...
All right, who do I need to stab? Who are we going after?
Oh, what do we have? One bidder already. No, two. Calling once, twice, a third. Would anyone like to best that price? No?
What price? I didn't hear him say a single price.
Next, we have a one-of-a-kind ethereal beauty. This hairpin hails from the east. And look at the detail on the dragon. Perfect as a collectible, and even better as a gift for a certain lady friend you might have.
Is that who we need to stab?
So what is this piece worth to you, Ya Azdekhai? One, for the treasurer who graced us with her presence.
Ning, the treasurer.
Two. Any others?
I want it.
We have a third.
Give me the hairpin.
Again. Number three. What will you do? How much do you want this, my friends? Reach into your heart. Listen to your desire. No one? Then sold to the handsome bearded man. This hairpin belongs to you now, Sayyidi.
And it just cost me all my money in the game. Better be worth it.
And we thank you once again for making the Dairatul Mal a success. May your purses be ever full and your heart ever longing.
Alright, let's get our magical hairpin and see why we just spent 500 coins on it. Gotta earn our points back, in fact, here. You. Give me your coin purse. I need money again. We just spent all of our money. So we're gonna have to go pickpocket all locals to make up for it. Money, money, money. No.
I have an appointment with the treasurer. Move aside. Apologies. My instructions were clear. No brooch, no entry. Do you know who I am? I need to speak to the treasurer. I was called, summoned.
That was an interesting little glitch. Does he see that? The dude's like pants like freaked out all over the
See
screen.
the treasurer.
On what business?
I have a gift for the treasurer, if she will see me.
Only members of the Ivory Coin are allowed to enter. No brooch, no entry.
Okay, I need to find out where to obtain the ivory coin brooch, but also, like, if I had the brooch, he would open the door, right? And there's no keyhole, so this door's not locked. So couldn't I just put this guy to sleep and then walk through the door? Why do I need to find out where to get a brooch? Like, this seems like a pointless filler quest. It seems like I should be able to just walk through the door. Alright. How do I obtain a brooch? Seems like I don't have enough, got the hairpin. But it seems like I don't have enough clues to get any closer. So I guess we'll go, found some of our other stuff until I can figure out how to gain an audience with this person, because nothing's popping up on my
Assalamu alaikum.
quest thing.
What is it now?
I have a gift for the treasurer, if she will see me.
Only members of the Ivory Coin are allowed to enter. No brooch, no entry.
Alright, I guess we'll do some of the other clues until we can figure out what we're doing here. So let's get out of this area so we can fast travel and go do a couple other quests. I don't think I'm going to beat this game, unfortunately, before Tuesday. It does seem like it's got plenty to do. Alright, let's go unlock this viewpoint, go talk to these guys.
Refreshing to see the bazaar so lively. The traders only bring in the
Did y'all see what was going on with the newest AI news? So the, what's Tuesday? So Tuesday is the day I've got to return the game if I'm going to get Super Mario Wonder in time for launch. So I have to return my game on Tuesday to give, 2-3 days for it to ship out, and then 2-3 days for the next game to come. So that is what Tuesday is. So Bing has the rights to Dolly 3, which is an amazingly powerful AI that can do some just absolutely incredible things. Oh, shoot. I did not mean to upset the guards. Like, the things it can create that are like photorealistic and just it's amazing. Like, if you type into it, like, give me a point of view of someone filming a teenager dressed in the 90s with Jinko jeans, wearing a Guy Fieri frosted tips and a flame t-shirt. Like, it can generate darn near perfect images. And I'm so impressed with how powerful it is. And it's already, like, we almost lost access to the tool because people are just dumb and irresponsible. So you've got all this power at your fingertips. You have some of the most impressive technology we have ever seen for creating art. And what's everyone do with it? They ask it to make art of famous characters like Donald Duck and Kirby committing 9/11. And Bing got really, really upset, and they were going to take the tool away from everyone, I heard. Luckily, they instead just decided to put in a bunch of blocks, so certain keywords, such as towers, now it won't generate an image at all. So it sucks that such a powerful and cool tool, we're now losing, like, access to certain parts of it, and we're limiting the technology now because a couple dumb people want to be irresponsible, make stupid jokes. Like, it's so powerful, and it can create such amazing art, and it gives people such an amazing ability to create art that they've never been able to create before, put part of their mind out into the world that they've never been able to do before. And I don't want to see us lose access to such a cool and powerful technology just because people are dumb. Like, it's so frustrating that when you give someone all the power, they make such wrong choices with it, right? It's kind of like we have cell phones. That's basically the Library of Alexandria, right? It's the sum of all human knowledge. Like, you can find out anything, you can learn anything, you could download Wikipedia and just read for years and years and years and become experts in so many things. Like, you have access to all of the knowledge, and yet people use it to look at cat videos and look up, inappropriate images. Like, it's so frustrating that people have all these tools and cool things, and they just want to use them for the dumbest things, Once they can monetize something using that, they will. Once a person... Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And I know that there was some pressure. Like, I'm pretty sure Disney saw the picture of Donald Duck crashing a plane into buildings, and they said, you have to do something about this, or we're going to sue the pants off of you. So I'm guessing they didn't get much of a choice in it, but...
We must at least return the dead to their families.
Do you still fear to fight these devils, Beshi?
My only fear is that we become like them.
There is more to this than it seems. The Khalifa would not risk war. This is the...
I was using it today for fun. I was putting Bobby Hill from King of the Hill into Batman villain outfits, and it just has such an incredible ability to take a certain art style and then add to that art style. Like, it's so powerful and so cool. And like, we've been doing a really fun series on my YouTube. For all y'all who watch me here but don't go to my YouTube, shame on you, I see you. But like, I've been putting in like different prompts for give me a screenshot from a game, and then I'll post it and ask people to, can you identify what game is that based on the AI generated art of it trying to create a screenshot. Dexter, I'll be disappointed if you don't get this one. I feel like you should get this one pretty easy. And it's super fun to see it like compile all these screenshots from games. And like Mortal Kombat, it perfectly recreated the Mortal Kombat like logo, and then Sub-Zero and Scorpion, and it grabbed a couple like the different levels and mashed them together. The next thing I want to do in this series that I think would be really fun is guess the game, but we're going to do like, the game is going to be Call of Duty, but it's going to be in the style of Animal Crossing. I want to see how well it can take one art style and force it into another, and would it still be can I still recognize that this is Diablo, but in the art style of Frogger, or in the art style of Stardew Valley. I think that's it's such a cool tool, and people misuse it. I just want to smack them. No, don't do that. So frustrating. So that's my rant for the day. I think that's an agreeable rant, though. I don't feel like that is a upsetting opinion to anyone, that people are misusing things, and that's really frustrating. Let's see. Ooh, we need that. We need knife recovery. We definitely need knife recovery. Real bad. Oh, none of these are super useful. Don't need another bar of that. Let's grab another tool. Just because we can.
Peace, friend.
Welcome, welcome.
What is new from the workshop?
Here's what I have.
Alright, we're gonna grab the noise maker. No, we're gonna grab the traps.
Seen enough?
I am sure you have not been idle.
Be my guest. Nothing else?
Alright, we need to upgrade a tool.
Perhaps your skills could be applied here.
Let's upgrade that trap a little bit. I was so disappointed. We finally made like some real progress. In the last 2 months, we've gained like 20 followers on Twitch. Like, we were starting to see some real progress moving forward. And actually have like new people join us, and then I lost like a whole bunch of followers. One of them, I get why I lost. It was you guys weren't here, but there was an artist who popped in who was was pitching their channel art for, hire them to upgrade my channel art, which I never mind hearing people's sales pitches. I think my channel art's pretty okay. I like my background. In fact, that was actually one of the questions I was going to ask you guys, just on your opinion, on as I revamp my stream and update it and get ready for, Stream 2.0 when I'm unemployed and have more time. Should I leave it as it is? Do you think I should go for like a more modern look and lose like the waffly background and just have the entire game be the full screen and then like green screen cut out myself and make me smaller like in the corner? Do you like the little bee floating at the bottom? Is there anything you'd like to see there? Let's grab more smoke bombs. Those seem very useful. Perfect. Alright.
Is that it?
Got what we needed.
New wonders have you
I hate that when you click one too far or two down and it bumps you.
Seen enough?
I am in your debt.
But like, so this person was a true salesman, like through and through. So, they came in, they offered, like, hey, you want to look at my art? I was like, yeah, I'd love to look at your art. And they're like, let's get going. What do you want? And I explained, like, I'm not ready to commit to anything right now. And they asked why, and I said, well, I've got a new roof that I need to put in. I've got to do a new hot water heater. I have to repipe my house, and, I'm going to be unemployed. So I just really can't spend extra money on art right now. And I thought that was a reasonable, fair explanation, but they just kept going with like, oh, I'm affordable, I'm cheap, just give me something so we can start going. I was a salesman, so I understand high-pressure sales tactics. I've been there, I've done that, I didn't want to do that, but that was part of my life for what I was doing. So, unfortunately, I had to block them because, like, you're coming on a little too strong. I just said I need to spend $30,000 on my house. I really can't afford to waste money on art that I don't even need. Like, I like my channel art. I think the channel art's great. Rebrand to pancakes or rebrand to French toast. I just don't know about that. French toast I could almost see. There's a lot of saints from France. Saint Joan of Arc is one of my favorite saints, from the France area. So I could see French toast maybe working. I don't know about pancakes. I just don't see that. I don't see how pancakes can work. Name one saint from waffles. That's there actually is there is something on that. You would be surprised, Dexter. There is a saint for absolutely everything. So, I looked this up once. Rebrand to crepes. And Saint Michael the Archangel actually is apparently associated with waffles. St. Michael the Archangel's feast day, September 29th, in France, is celebrated by vendors selling waffles. And so there's a whole bunch of St. Michael the Archangel waffle recipes, and there's whole waffle feasts and all sorts of things. So in Catholicism, there is a saint for everything. So there is someone associated with everything.
Ready? We must go.
Let us go.
We must leave for Jarjaraya.
I guess maybe we should do that next year. It's too late now, but maybe next year we should do a waffle feast in honor of St. Michael the Archangel on September 29th. Rebrand to crepes or cereal. I can't justify cereal. Cereal's a ripoff these days. You're paying $10 for a box of sugar that's not even that good. So there's my unpopular opinion of the day. Cereal is overrated. It's just sugar. It's all the same thing. It doesn't matter whether you're eating Frosted Mini Wheats or Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Pebbles or whatever it may be. It's just flavored sugar. Cereal is an overrated breakfast food.
There is no contradiction.
The only cereal that I would maybe even consider eating is Life, but again, it's sugar wheat. It's the same. You might as well eat a bowl of Cocoa Pebbles. It's the same thing. And then on that rant of cereal, do you see that they've been adding new monsters? It just used to be Boo Berry and was it Frankenberry and Boo whatever and Count Chocula, and now they have what is her name? The caramel monster. I can't remember, like Carmella or something. Carmella's. Like, you can't just add new monsters to the breakfast cereals. Those have been staples for so many years. You can't just throw caramel into the mix. And then they have like a party mix that's caramel, Frankenberry, the Boo whatever, and Count Chocula all in one box. And that's just like, why would you want fruity, caramel, and chocolate all in one? Like, chocolate and caramel works together. Fruity and chocolate works together. Fruity and caramel works together. But all those mixed together, that's too much. That's too much. It's kind of like, why are M&Ms different colors? Like, one time someone got me a gift. They went to M&M World, and they bought me a box of M&Ms. And it was like a rainbow box of M&Ms. So they're like, oh, they're black and white and red and yellow and green and purple. And you got all the colors of the M&Ms. What? I appreciate the gift, but what's the point? Why if the green M&M tastes the exact same as the blue M&M, as the yellow M&M, as the white, why can't they just all be brown? Just let them be colorful? No. Okay. Y'all activated my trap card. Here is my most upsetting. Yes, I do have to be this petty because food coloring is not always healthy for us, right? There's those food dyes that are banned because it hurts kids and like stunts their growth and does all sorts of messed up things to them. So we don't need to add the food dyes to everything that's poisoning our bodies for nothing. It doesn't add anything to it. The white M&M tastes the same as the green M&M. So why do we need all the extra food coloring that's bad for our bodies in there? It doesn't serve a purpose. It's the same thing with like Gatorade. Like, I used to love Gatorades, but like, why am I paying so much extra for, like, why am I drinking these extra colors on the Gatorades when the blue and red Gatorade can be just clear Gatorade? Why do I need all the extra dyes that are going to poison my body so that it just looks pretty but doesn't add anything to the product? It's upsetting to me. It's red dye. That I'll not be feeding my kid. Exactly. The red dye was proven. One red dye in particular was like proven to be very harmful to kids. So like we just need to cut down on the food dye, especially when it doesn't do anything for you. If we're eating handfuls of M&Ms, we don't care about food coloring. But see, that's the I don't know what the word is for it, but like, just because we're eating the unhealthy M&Ms, and I agree that, M&Ms can be unhealthy. I'm not contesting that, but just because those are unhealthy doesn't mean that we should make them even more unhealthy by adding in the food dye and coloring, right? We could make slightly healthier M&Ms by removing the food dye. And I think that's a reasonable thing to do, is to make them slightly healthier. There's nothing wrong with making people just slightly healthier, right? When you look at like the foods that are banned in America, or the foods that are banned everywhere else, but you can get them in America, you have to wonder, like, what are we doing wrong that's making us do that? Why would we sell that when other countries have banned them? My character is stuck. There we go. Like, why are we knowingly doing this to people? And it's such an easy solve. It's kind of like the Red Devil's food cake doesn't need the red food coloring in it, right? Like it can just be the color of the cake. The red doesn't add anything to it. I've never met someone who's like, well, I need the red dye in my Red Devil's food cake, or else it's not gonna be good. Who is candy targeted at? I understand that they're trying to sell it to children. 100%. That is a valid point. Yes, they are trying to sell it to kids, but I've never met a kid who would be like, well, I don't want that candy because it's just brown colored. Like, they like candy regardless, right? So I don't think it's a deal breaker for them to get candy that's not the right color, right? Like, I just don't see that as an absolute deal breaker. Alright, this guy is going berserk on us. Maybe a blow dart will stop him? We're kind of trapped here. We can't get over that fence. Show me one kid whose favorite color is brown. I'm sure they exist. There's that song, what's that song? Billy Joel, Brown Eyed Girl? Like, obviously his favorite color was brown at some point, so I think that should count. So, that's one. Show how do I show you? Want me to go, like, physically go into the streets and interview people to find out who has the love of brown as their favorite color as a kid?
This looks like the tea house Ali mentioned.
Take us with you. Okay. Actually, on that point, rant over for a second. I was talking about upgrading my stream setup and getting a new computer. And I was considering buying a laptop with some streaming capabilities solely for the purpose of, like, being able to take my camera and everything out, and, like, we could just sit down, go for a hike, and then bird watch or something, sit at the edge of a cliff, set up my camera on a tripod, plug it in, and then use it as the camera, and then, like, go bird watching through the camera. I thought that could be a very fun and interesting stream, so if you would be interested in that, do tell me. I don't think that counts. He was talking about a girl who happened to have brown eyes. That's not his favorite. Okay, but if he's in love with that girl, then his favorite color better be brown. Like, if you're gonna sing a whole song about the brown-eyed girl, your favorite color better be brown. Like, that just makes sense. That's just logic. Stop it, Charlie.
I want to talk to you. Hold it there.
That's not how it works. It's how it works in my mind. In my imagination.
Hold on. There. Fornali, hold a moment.
Still, I stand by that we should ban food coloring in all foods. It's unnecessary, and it would make America just slightly healthier. And sometimes it's just those baby steps, right? Like, baby steps. Switching from regular soda to diet soda is a baby step that can help you to lose weight, right? So it's little things like that. We're not going to get food reform overnight that's going to fix the obesity crisis in one day, but we can pass sensible small bits of regulation here and there that help people. My favorite color isn't sewage green brown just because it's my husband's eye color. Sewage green brown. That's an unfortunate eye color. Why are they still looking for me? Can you get these guys off of me?
The Shorta watch my every move. If only someone could draw their gaze.
Thank you. Get these guys off my back. Alright, we're gonna have to wait for like 2 minutes for these guys to get off my back. I mean, fair enough on the eye color. My favorite color is orange. So, and Emmy's eyes aren't orange, so I guess fair enough. Why are these dudes still searching for me? Can you guys, like, stop? Like... Oh, we're gonna need that. Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna have to go take these dudes out, because apparently they're just not gonna stop looking for me, so... We're gonna have to solve this problem with good old-fashioned violence. What? You can heal? That's cheap. Only I'm allowed to heal. That's just straight up unfair. Why is he allowed to heal? And why'd they put the key on the boss dude? Alright, hopefully now I can talk to these guys. I don't know if it was just like stuck because I didn't have the notoriety anymore, but it said I still was notorious, so hopefully that will solve some problems. Yep, that solved it.
You mentioned that slaves have gone missing.
What? Who are you? How dare you talk to me? Go away!
Perhaps a token will change your mind.
How dare you? What do you... Wait. How did you come by one of those?
I have 8 of those. Like, I'm rich.
You mentioned Zenge slaves have been going missing.
I don't see what it has to do with you. But yes, a stranger.
That's another breakfast food. You know how upsetting it was to find out that bagels have just as much sugar as a donut? Like, a bagel is basically just a donut that's sold towards adults as healthier. Like, eating a cupcake, eating a donut, eating a bagel, they're basically all the same thing. And that really upsets me because I love bagels. Like, I like everything bagels. With a little bit of cream cheese, absolutely delicious. But apparently bagels are just as bad. You might as well be shoving cupcakes in your mouth. It's so frustrating that, like, every breakfast food is bad for you. Like, oh, don't eat too many eggs, you get cholesterol. Don't eat too much bacon or you'll have grease and a heart attack. Don't do... Like, what breakfast foods are left to enjoy? Like, you can't do cereal, you have oatmeal. That's it. You've got oatmeal and hot sauce. That's the only way you're going to have a healthy, well-balanced breakfast. American food, period, has too much sugar. I mean, that's definitely true. That is undeniably true. Stop. I got some taco hot sauce from Trader Joe's. It's taco flavored hot sauce. And I poured that in my chili today. And let me tell you how absolutely delicious the taco chili was. Alright, so we talked to the guy. Who else might have some knowledge for me? I don't know why you hate hot sauce so much, Dexter. I feel like you've got an unnecessary hatred towards hot sauce. No,
What do
Now
you
let's
see, Enkidu?
call our bird in. Do you see anything? Do you see any of the dudes that we're supposed to see? I don't hate hot sauce. I hate your hot sauce concoctions. I was showing Emmy when I was at Costco the other day. They had a hot sauces from around the world collection, and I kind of really want to get that because it had 20 different hot sauces from 20 different countries, and I thought that would be like super good to try different hot sauces from all around the world and see like how they put their spin on it. What do they do that's going to make it good? What do they do that's different? Because like hot sauce from Asia is way different than hot sauce from like South America, right? So
He might talk, if I can sober him up.
I'm really, really excited to get that and try some hot sauces from around the world. Did I just throw that guy in the water?
A tea house is a dangerous place to be drinking. You could have been arrested.
I've just had a lot of trouble lately.
You said some of your slaves have gone missing.
Did I? Oh, I don't remember. Not just missing. They disappeared.
People do not just disappear.
These did. Last night, 2 of mine did not come back from the fields.
I'll have you know the other night that I made stir fry that was acceptable.
So
It wasn't great,
would get drunk
but it was
at the
acceptable.
tea house.
So I'm slowly getting better.
Yeah. Oh, my head. Look.
Slowly getting better at cooking. Acceptable, yeah. It was missing. It was missing something. So I got some stuff from a kit. So it was like a pre-arranged kit of stuff. And I think what was missing was that we didn't put fresh garlic and fresh like peppers into it. Because a fresh red pepper or a fresh green pepper really has a lot of oomph to it. And I'm thinking garlic, that we didn't have enough garlic in it. So it was acceptable. Like, I ate it. It wasn't bad, but it was missing something. And thinking back on it, I think it was missing garlic. You can put garlic on anything and it'll be good. I should get a garlic hot sauce. Then you can combine 2 of the best things, garlic and hot sauce together, for all sorts of delicious stuff.
Well, we seem to be alone. What did you want?
Sorry for the melodramatics, but you never know who's watching. And this sneaking about is all rather exciting. I saw your red sash and heard you talking about missing slaves. Another has disappeared from a farmhouse near here.
How do you know of this?
I am friendly with the family. The husband was one of those executed. Now the son has gone missing as well. His mother is beside herself with worry. I thought you might be able to help her.
Tell me where this farmhouse is.
A little to the west. Slaves don't trust easily. But if you can do anything for her, I would consider it a personal favor.
All right.
I should return to Ali and tell him what I have discovered.
I don't think we need to return to Ali, but okay. Got a clue. Let's go turn it in. We've been getting some of the Costco meals lately, because with Emmy starting work, obviously she doesn't want to come home and cook, and I'm still not a great cook, so I can't cook every night. So we've been getting Costco prepackaged meals, and honestly, they're not bad. Costco, their chili is super, super good. Their chicken street tacos have been really awesome. Their shepherd's pie was pretty awesome. So they're a little spendy, but I was doing the math on it, and I was talking to Emmy about it. I was like, okay, so if you don't feel like cooking, and I'm still not good enough to cook a good enough dinner for us, if you don't feel like cooking, I can't cook, then our only option would be to go out to eat. And for the same cost, we can get something from Costco that gives us dinner and lunch and is slightly healthier. Maybe I'm delusional, but I think the pre-packaged shepherd's pie from Costco is probably slightly healthier than eating McDonald's. I'm guessing. I don't have the stats on that, but I'm guessing it's probably at least slightly healthier on some level.
You could find this informant and follow.
There's a difference between eating healthy and healthier, right? It's healthier than McDonald's, but not necessarily healthy.
This is a mistake, Ali.
Let us see.
I should look for the informant and help the widow find her missing son.
Alright. Investigation. What do we got now? Find and speak to the widow. Tail the informants. Alright, let's go do this. Let's go earn her trust. Excuse me. But I kind of really do want like a small laptop. Like, it doesn't have to be a great laptop. It just has to be good enough to run Twitch. And then I can hotspot to my phone. And it probably won't run like super great. But I think it'd be super fun to like sit out at one of the bird watching areas and just kind of watch the birds together and talk about the birds and the things we see there and all of that. So that could be a really fun stream occasionally to do.
Who are you? What do you want?
Forgive me. I did not mean to startle you. The tea house owner told me of your trouble. Perhaps I can help.
How? I don't know you.
You need flowers for your husband's burial. I too once lost those close to me, but could not bury them. It would be an honor if you let me do for you what I could not do for my friends. I will gather these flowers.
Alright, let's gather some flowers.
Quite savory to me. If you bring me some, I will leave them at his grave once he is buried. As my final gift.
It will be done. The flowers will be nearby. I should look around.
Alright. Let's find some flowers. All the way over there, huh? Okay. Let's go get some flowers. You know, I'm just a highly trained assassin. Going and fetching flowers. I'll never buy a laptop again. Yeah, that's... Yeah. I want a laptop for a little bit of portability, and there's a few things I want to do. Like, I want to be able to cover Warhammer events and do some streaming while I'm out and about. But I understand that, like, they're overpriced, they overheat. If something breaks, it could break the whole thing. They're fragile, like... I understand they're not necessarily a smart investment, but they do have uses. What happened to your laptop? Because I've personally never lost a laptop, but my brother bought a really expensive gaming laptop for school, and he had it plugged into the wall, and a dog went running by and hit the cord, and it landed on its side. Boom, $2,000 laptop, broken, gone, dead forever. Right? So like, I understand that they're fragile. What do we got here? Oh, it's a snake. Okay. Go sleep.
These look like the flowers I need.
Why are the snakes on alert for me? What do these snakes want from me? Go to sleep.
These look like the flowers I need. These are beautiful flowers. My friends would have approved.
Alright. Got our flowers. Back we go. I am going to need to get up for a quick break here to make a cup of tea. I've been sitting in this chair since like 4 a.m. this morning with work and all that, so... I'm getting a little restless, but I still want to stream a little bit and keep talking to y'all, but I think I need to stretch and grab a cup of tea after I turn this quest in.
I brought the flowers with my sympathy.
They are such elegant flowers. My husband loved them. Thank you. Is there something I can do for you?
I am trying to find out who is taking slaves from Jarjaraya. I know your son is missing.
Yes. I lost his father. It would be more than I can bear if I lost him too.
Can you tell me what he was doing before he went missing?
When his father was taken, he became very unhappy. He started going out at night. Last night, he never returned.
I will look around. There might be something here that tells what happened.
Alright, with that, we're going to take just a quick break. Like I said, I need to stretch for a second and grab a cup of tea, so I will be right back. And we're back. Sorry about that. Got my tea. Let's see here. Alright, so now we need to find her son. Is that a whole nother investigation now, too? Investigate the son's disappearance. Okay.
Guide me, Enkidu.
You gonna give me any hints where to look? No? Okay.
I could pick up her son's tracks around here.
Ah, I guess we just stumbled across one. This way. How do we know these are her son's tracks? There's a lot of people who walk through here. Like, it seems like a little bit too convenient of a guess. Like, ah, the footprints. This has to be the son.
There are a lot of tracks here. The tracks lead to that small building. I need to find a way inside.
Of course the door is locked. It wouldn't be Assassin's Creed Mirage if the doors weren't locked. Oh, the other game I forgot. There's one more game coming out that I forgot that I'm super excited for. Lord of the Rings, The Return to the Mines of Moira is coming out next week after. So I'm kind of excited for that. It's going to be like a Left 4 Dead style dwarven adventure. I'm excited for that one. I'm disappointed that I can't play. So there was this game, I'm not going to say old game, but older, called Darktide, made by Fat Shark, in which you play in the Warhammer universe, and they made one for Warhammer 40K.
Let his mother know what I have found.
So I'm really excited to play that game, but it's still made by Fat Shark. And Dexter asked if I was that petty, and I do struggle a little bit with pettiness. Usually, like, if I'm burned by a company, then I swear off them forever. And I don't know if that's just petty or having morals or just standing your ground, whatever you call it. So when I started playing Vermintide, and I was really enjoying it, they had a feature in the game. You had to play with other people, and I got really sucked into it. So I was playing this game at like the highest level. Within a first couple days, all of us were running like at the max level. We were pushing this game really, really hard. And so in order to do that, you had to group up with people. But as y'all know, I have no friends in real life, so I have to group up with strangers. So they put a feature in the game where you can vote to kick people. And these are long matches. We're talking 1 or 2 hours. And so what people found out they could do is they would play with their friends, and they'd bring a random guy along, and they'd make that random guy do all the work, do the entire mission. And then when you reach the end of the mission, they would kick you out of the game, so that you waste those 2 hours, you don't get any rewards for it, nothing would happen. And it was just, haha, we wasted all your time, isn't that funny? And I thought that was just absolutely, just unacceptably terrible gameplay design. And it happened time and time again, and so, I went to their forums, I was like, hey, this is a real problem. All you need to do to fix it is, if you get kicked at a certain point, just get a certain amount of guaranteed rewards. So if you did 75% of the maps, and you get 75% of a reward as you would have if you completed 100% of the map. Like, a very simple thing to prevent people from being abused that was just absolutely reasonable, and they just outright refused, and everyone's like, well, this is your fault, if other people are kicking you, then that's your fault, that's your problem. And so I was like, you know what? I am never going to buy a Fat Shark game again. I cannot support that terrible business practice of letting other people abuse someone and waste their time for hours and hours on end. Like, it shouldn't be that way. And there was an obvious, easy solution. I gave it to them, and they refused. So I said, nope, we're done then. We don't need to support that business anymore. So I really like Warhammer, and this is set in the Warhammer universe, so I'd like to get to experience it, but it's just one of those things I can't in good conscience support a company that does that. And like there are other games that have similar things. Like I played World of Warcraft, right? And World of Warcraft has a similar thing that the party can vote to kick you. But if you've already cleared part of the dungeon, you still get to keep your gold and your rewards and everything that you've gotten that far in the dungeon. You don't lose anything for being kicked out. So I can't imagine why they couldn't offer you at least a portion of the reward that's owed to you for spending the amount of time that you did on that. It is crazy. It's just outright terrible, terrible decision by them. So, no Fat Shark games for me. Which, again, is a disappointment because I love Warhammer and I want to play that Warhammer game, but I'm just going to have to go without. Let's go over here and blend in. You guys... Yo, you're supposed to help me blend in. What are you doing? Stand back up. I have no idea what Fat Shark is. They're the game creator. They're the ones who made that game that I was talking about, the Vermintide game. That's like the company name is Fat Shark. Okay. So we need to go to this informant, but only during the day. So we need to find a bench to pass some time. There's a bench. Convenient. Come here, bench. Alright, pass time again. That tea is hot. Alright. Looks like one guy's still looking for us, so let's just go take care of him.
I should leave. Time for what, I wonder? I should follow him, but I cannot let him see me. There you are. Now lead on.
You there! Hold! You there! Stop!
Stop looking at me.
There you are. Just as I
Go do your thing.
broke my line of sight.
Just casually walking past the dead body. Video game logic. Alright, you going over there? Okay, where are you going next? Just gonna hang out there for a little bit? Super stealthy. Totally would never notice a guy hanging from the side of a building, tearing it down and flipping across it. You know, super ninja moves. What is he doing?
Hey, you! A word!
Do you think he's being tailed and so now he's walking back and forth, like trying to shake me? Like, what is... What was that? Or is that just bad programming? Alright, so we need to listen to them. Using that bench over there? Yeah. Okay.
I've got new information.
What have you got for me? Apart from that slave kid I already told you about. Someone's been sniffing around Jarjaraya asking questions.
Is it the one we reported last time? That troublemaker, Bashi.
This one is new. No one seems to know anything about him.
What are we doing then? I'm carrying letters for the boss and you're wasting my time. Come back when you've got a name.
Alright, so we need the letters for the boss. Put that guy to sleep.
These two were gathering information for someone called Duan bin Arslan.
Too easy.
Duan's farm will be heavily guarded. I should return to Ali and discuss the next move.
Alright, time to take someone out. Heavily guarded farm, that's what we're talking about. That's what we wanted. For a game called Assassin's Creed, we have not been assassinating too much. We've taken down, what, two targets, and the rest of the time we've been picking flowers and opening bases and...
You return at last.
What have you done?
What I had to do.
Is this what your freedom looks like?
I do not follow your creed, nor do I answer to the Hidden Ones. This is the price of war.
Beshi would disagree.
Beshi does not lead this rebellion. He does his part and I do mine. But enough. What have you discovered?
The missing slaves were taken at the order of one called Duan bin Arslan. Something big is happening soon. I do not know what.
I do. This one said my men are being interrogated and are to be executed by their leader afterward at the villa.
Ali, the informant, mentioned Beshi by name. They are looking for him.
Okay.
Go free my men. I will prepare our attack on the villa. Meet me near the farm when you are done.
So free some men and then take out this guy. Alright, where are the rebels being held at? 150 meters away. Okay. Let's go get some rebels.
This looks like the farm where Ali's men are being.
Alright. Let's count the guys. I see a cage. Not too many guys. This shouldn't be too hard. Famous last words, right?
This looks like the farm where Ali's men are being held.
All right.
Wait, what?
That's one. Two. Stole that guy's oil lamp as we stabbed him. 3. And this guy before he can call for help. Alright.
We thought we were dead. Get me out of here.
Ali is waiting just outside the farm. Go.
Is that it? Was it that easy?
Leo's son is not here.
Probably more.
You'll be back.
Find peace, warrior.
Alright, we got Marksman up on top. We need to go deal with him so that we can summon our eagle. Ooh. A lot of people looking. Alright, who was seeing me? That guy sees me. Okay, almost there. There's the guy we're looking for.
Enkidu can scout ahead safely now.
Alright, now we've got our bird. So there's one guy. That guy I put to sleep, but he's waking up soon. Who is still alive? Over there. Is there a guy jumping up here? There's a few guys looking for me, okay. Couple more. And last one. That's who we're looking for.
I'm not going back yet. They killed my father. I will fight with the others.
You are brave. Fine. Meet Ali outside the farm. That is all of them. I should meet with Ali.
Alright, big mission. Here comes the big mission. That was easier than I thought it would be. That blow dart definitely makes things simple, just to be able to knock people out.
Is everyone here?
The one bin Arslan dies now. We wait only for you.
Let's do it.
Let us go.
They stole you from your homes when you were free, and brought you here to die in their fields as slaves. They've slaughtered our brothers like dogs in Sharqiyya. Now they have taken more of us. No! No more! I promised you a new life. I gave you my word. More join us every day, from the least in Baghdad to the greatest. Allah is with us. Our cause is righteous. Our justice
Don't die. Trying very hard not to.
God is great. There is no God but God, and God is great.
There's a donkey.
There is no judgment but by God.
eat some berries really quick. You know, can't go assassinating on an empty stomach. Have a good one, Dexter. Thanks for coming and hanging out, and we'll see you next time.
You are our brother now.
Was that it? Did we take the guy out? That seemed too easy. Might have been too easy. Let me guess. The door doesn't open, of course. This is my main complaint with the game. No doors in this game open. Who would have so many doors and none of them open? Alright, I guess we're finding another way in again. All these darn fake doors. See, I see a treasure chest over there. I guess we can go start with that. We've earned this.
I saw them. How dare you? Come, right out in the open.
Let's see. No. Not that door. Horses. Nothing there. Maybe this door. Nope. Not that one. Anything on the roof? No.
When word gets out of this victory, many will join our cause.
Duan bin Arslan was carrying orders. He was to report to superiors at the officers' club in Sharqiya.
Those superiors may be who ordered the executions. Does it name them?
It uses code names. Al-Rukh and Al-Aishma. Only the Order uses such names. I will go to this club and see what I can find.
I wish you luck. I must return and wait for Beshi.
Be careful, Ali. The Khalifa will be hunting you both after this.
There are things we cannot hide from.
All right.
We are to be truly free.
Another good mission down. So we unlocked a whole bunch of investigations now. I thought this guy might be related to this, but apparently not. So I guess we'll go to the club. Ooh, the club is way out there. Alright, well, let's grab this viewpoint really quick, because we didn't grab it while we're out here. We might as well. You never know when you're going to need to fast travel back out here, so let's run that way. The other game I guess I should get at some point is Starfield, right? Like, I know I didn't get it when it came out, and I know the modders are going to be all over that. I guess at some point we should play Space Skyrim, right? Like, it should be on the agenda somewhere, maybe? I don't know, I feel like a lot of people bought it, but I haven't heard, like, none of the people I know in real life and the forums, no one's really talking about it. Like, the subreddit has people talking about it, but basically everyone in the subreddit says the same thing, which is, I played this game for 100 hours, now what? So I don't know. It doesn't seem like it had the sticking power that Skyrim did. Everyone was hoping that it would hold you over until the next Elder Scrolls or the next Fallout, but speaking of Fallout, you know, I don't know why, but I'm actually kind of getting the itch to play Fallout 4 again. So we might have to play some Fallout 4 at some point here soon. Maybe with some mods. Because I'm starting to starting to kind of feel like Fallout 4 for some reason. Alright, so we discovered over here. No one in my life is talking about it. Granted, I don't think Kiddo or my husband know it exists. Probably not. But, you know, that day is coming sooner than you think it is. It's not going to be but a couple more years, maybe, before your kiddo starts asking for Minecraft or Fortnite or Robux or Roblox or maybe Five Nights at Freddy's. I know you're not a horror person, but that could be a fun game for you both to experience together. You know, it's only a matter of time before...
That child looks like he has gotten himself into a tricky situation.
Die now!
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on your wall that was so important, but was it really worth dying over? Like, I don't know that your wall was that important, my friend. Because, like, I was playing Mario and Mario 2 when I was, like... I remember playing it, like, 3 or 4. Maybe even younger than that. Maybe 2 to 3? I know for certain that there was one video game that I can still remember, and I was, like, 2.5 maybe. So I know young kids aren't supposed to remember all those things, but I can vividly remember playing video games at this house where I was only like 2 or 3, so... Alright, we gotta run. No, if he plays games, they're only going to be good ones. Roblox and Five Nights at Freddy don't make the cut. I agree that Five Nights at Freddy's is not a good game. Roblox, to be honest, I've never played it, but there are so many, like, grown adults who tell me that they enjoy playing Roblox, and I don't know why. From my understanding is that people can kind of program their own games into it, and that's, you know, what makes it fun is that there's a never-ending new, like, supply of content and games. But I've never been interested in it, to be honest. I've seen the art, it doesn't impress me, and I've seen some of the games people have made, they don't impress me, so... I had a boss once who was a big gamer, and he had a young son, and he made a deal with his son, and his deal was he got him an original NES and gave him like 4 games on it and said, son, once you can beat these 4 games, then I'll upgrade you to an SNES, and if you can beat 4 games on there, then I'll upgrade you to a Nintendo 64. And if you can beat those and just goes all the way up into, you know, I think at the time it was a PlayStation 3 or maybe PlayStation 4. So, I mean, I liked the idea. I thought it was kind of a cool idea, but also a mean idea, right? Giving a 5-year-old Lion King and Contra and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and saying, you can have your next system after you beat these games. That's a little mean. Those games have no mercy, right? So, I did like that idea, though. But poor kid. That is a tough one. So you could do something like that. Well, we randomly found a storage key. It's kind kind of hoping to find some food in here or an elixir or something, because we're dying. Need something. Something to heal us. Something. Ah, that guy just happened to have a magical healing potion on him. Of course. Why not? Alright, so these guys are on alert.
I need your help, my friend.
There's a lot of guys here. It's okay. We can make it in. We can do this. Alright, this dude... Come on. Come on to the trap. Not you. There we go. Nice. That's what we like to see. Those traps are brutal. Grab this, grab all this. Upgrade schematic. Archers came down to fight. Brutal. Speaking of brutal, Metalocalypse just released a new movie. I'm very excited to watch that. I love Metalocalypse. Brutal. Absolutely love Metalocalypse. Another show that I can't watch too often because, you know, it's not exactly appropriate to watch around other people. But a solid series nonetheless. Take you out, throw a knife at you. Alright. Now that we've taken out half the city, we can just walk through the door.
Locked.
Of course the door is locked. Why?
I need the key.
Why wouldn't the door be locked? That's so... I'm so sick of locked doors. Alright. I took out like half the people here, so the key can't be too hard to find. Key. It's kept on the eastern balcony, okay. What's the eastern balcony? So, should be over here? This is the eastern balcony, I think? Let's go take this guy out really quick, just in case. Ooh, got a little bit of lag there. Alright, did you have a key? Do you have something of importance over here? Got an enigma. That's not what we're looking for. I guess we'll take it. There's another guard. Go take him out really quick. Alright. Who dares to see me? That guy sees me. Alright, eastern balcony has the key. I feel like this is the eastern balcony. Oh, I see it. Alright. Right there. Sure. Who doesn't leave the key to their front door randomly on the balcony accessible from the outside? That's a perfectly normal place to leave a key. Sure. In we go. Alright, who's in here?
It is not unlawful to make her your slave.
Oh, don't look at me like that. Allah has favored us, Jasur. Should only the mighty Almar de Khwar enjoy such blessings.
Do not speak his name, not even here. Of all of us, he scares me the most. You know what he's like. If he learns of my past and finds fault, where can I run? I do not have the luxury of your ships, Nadir.
You may have taken liberties with truth in the past, but you have proven your loyalty many times. You executed those rebels recently. That was a task more cold-blooded than his ordering of it. Perhaps he should fear you.
It is your voice I hear, but the words are those of the Shaitan himself. Do not jest. I want no trouble when he returns.
Shaitan! That is high praise coming from you. It is as I told you. We are favored and need not fear anything.
Where is Tuang? He is late.
As always, my friend, you worry too much. Which is why you are merely Al-Ruh, and I am Aeshmeh.
My apologies, generals. Doan bin Arslan has been murdered, and we fear there is an intruder. We must get you to safety.
I knew something was wrong.
You fear there may be an intruder? What tipped you off? There are like 50 dead bodies outside.
Those two are with the Order, and they serve a third they call Almar de Khwar. But now, I need to find a way out.
I mean, I can just walk out, but is there anything worth, like, stealing in here? What's to stop me from just going out the front door? What a thrilling escape.
I'm safe. I'm safe. I should return to Khulal.
Really? That they made it like such a big deal. You've got to escape. I just gently walked out the door and skipped across the pond. Like, oh boy. Well, I think that's gonna about do it for me today. I gotta go pick up Emmy here soon. Been at it for a couple hours, so we're slowly increasing how long I'm streaming for. You know, getting that streamer stamina up. But I think that's it for me today. So, as always, let's end with our prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Lord, we pray for all those afflicted with mental illness, all those who are struggling with depression, struggling with anxiety, struggling with doubt. Lord, help us to overcome these doubts, these challenges. Help us to bear our crosses. Lord, help us to feed the hungry, to clothe the naked, to give drink to the thirsty. Help us to fulfill what it is that you want us to do in this world, Lord. And finally, we pray for those souls who have no one left to pray for themselves, those souls in purgatory. Lord, help them to enter your kingdom. All this we pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. New goal of the game, find a door that works. That is a real challenge there. That is a hard one. There's only like one door that ever works, and it just seems like it's just a part of the puzzles, I guess. But this game's got low ratings. I wouldn't give it a low rating. It's meh. It's not the greatest game ever, but I wouldn't call it bad either. But like I said, we're going to play this for a couple more days, and then we're going to move on to Mario Wonder, since apparently I can't play Spider-Man. So I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out today. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.